Like many young footballers in Gabon, Jeremy has ambitions to become a professional. He says, though, a lack of opportunities and facilities at home has convinced him his best chance of making it will involve a move to Europe.
In
Gabon, it's hard. It's really hard to be among the champions. You can play with clubs, but afterwards there isn't anything. If you don't make the first division, there's nothing. But in Europe, you can join a club and live at ease with your family.
Gabon has spent more than $500 million on developing football facilities for this tournament, and while 4 stadiums are up and running, a 5th venue will be conspicuous by its absence.
There were plans for this partially renovated stadium in the centre of Libreville to be used for the opening and closing games of this Cup of Nations. In fact, it was also penciled in to play a role when Gabon co-hosted the event with Equatorial Guinea in 2012. Instead, it stands only as a monument to missed deadlines. That's despite the government spending more than $200 million on the project.
This at a time when the late payment of government subsidies to Gabon's top 2 football leagues has contributed to many players going unpaid and on strike.
For a 3-month or a 6-month period, if you only train half of it, but you're going to have half of the player, you know. If you want to have a real professional environment, you have to develop all the facilities so that those young players, you know, they can train properly. The problem we have here, we don't have enough training field.
This now abandoned accommodation and training facility was built for the 2012 Cup of Nations. When that finished, it became the focal point of an academy for young players in Gabon. Former Cameroon international Bill Chatto was one of the coaches. 2 years ago, the public funding stopped, and so too did the football.
Many parents hope their children can become professionals. We find some children in the street. Their parents have no money, but they still dream that one day their kids can make some cash and have a better life. That's a dream that's been broken with this academy closing.
Jeremy may not have an academy to train at or a perfect pitch to play on, but he remains focused on one day hitting his career target regardless. Andy Richardson, Al Jazeera, Libreville, Gabon.